Welcome to Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and raw emotion on and off the court. If you live for shocking twists, explosive fan reactions, and bold commentary, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the stories that players would rather keep quiet. Let's rewind. The Six Kings Slam, born just last year in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, has quickly become one of the flashiest, most lucrative exhibitions in tennis history. With a prize pool of $13.5 million, it instantly established itself as the playground of the elite. In 2024, Jannik Sinner beat Carlos Alcaraz in a blockbuster final to claim the inaugural title. Fans loved it because the tournament promised something rare, the absolute best of the best, clashing outside the Grand Slams for pride, money, and bragging rights. This year's lineup was meant to be even more mouth-watering. Carlos Alcaraz, two-time Slam champion in 2025. Jannik Sinner, matching him with two majors of his own. Novak Djokovic, still defying time and logic. Alexander Zverev, finally hitting his stride again. Taylor Fritz, America's top gun with a fearless hardcourt game. And Jack Draper, Britain's rising star, fresh off a breakout year that vaulted him into the top 10. Six Kings. No pretenders. No compromises. That was the promise. But then disaster. Draper, battling injury, shut down his season. And suddenly the organizers had a problem. Who would step in? The answer they gave the world was Stefanos Tsitsipas. On paper, Tsitsipas is no small name. Former world number 3, ATP Finals champion, two-time Slam finalist, Monte Carlo Masters winner, not once, but twice. For years, he was one of the most marketable faces of men's tennis, known for his fluid one-handed backhand, his charisma, and his flair both on and off the court. But in 2025, things look very, very different. His form has fallen off a cliff. His confidence has been shaken. And his ranking, world number 27, paints the picture of a player desperately searching for answers. So when fans heard that Tsitsipas would be stepping into a field otherwise stacked with the sport's hottest stars, the response was brutal. Let's talk fan reaction. On X, formerly Twitter, one fan wrote, "This is embarrassing. A top 10 player gets injured, and they replace him with a guy ranked 27? Total joke." Another, "Six Kings Slam? More like 5 kings and a court jester." Over on Reddit, tennis forums were on fire. One popular thread simply asked, did the organizers run out of options, or is Tsitsipas there just because of his name? The comments section? Hundreds deep. Fans pointing out names like Casper Ruud, Holger Rune, Daniil Medvedev, all higher ranked, all arguably more deserving, all snubbed. The word that kept coming up? Embarrassing. For many, it wasn't about disliking Tsitsipas. It was about the principle. The Six Kings Slam sold itself as the tournament where only the very best could compete. Bringing in someone outside the top 20 felt like a betrayal of that promise. But here's where things get interesting, the money. Tsitsipas has made just over $2 million in prize money this year, across 40 matches. A solid number, but nowhere near his prime years. Now, he's guaranteed $1.5 million just for showing up in Riyadh. Even if he loses in the first round, even if he gets demolished by Alcaraz or Sinner, he'll nearly match his entire season's earnings in one go. And if he somehow pulls off a miracle run and wins, that's $6 million. More than 3 times what he's earned this year. More than he's ever earned in a single season. So ask yourself this, is Tsitsipas here because of his tennis, or because the Six Kings Slam is also an entertainment product, where star power sometimes outweighs rankings? Let's speculate. Name recognition. Tsitsipas is still a big name. He has fans worldwide, a recognizable face, and a reputation built from years in the top 10. To casual viewers, he looks like a worthy king. Marketability. The Greek has always been a sponsor-friendly figure. His aesthetics, his social media presence, his fashion statements, all of this makes him a marketable addition, even if his results don't back it up. Availability. Top 10 players are busy, often nursing injuries, or unwilling to commit to exhibition travel. Tsitsipas, eager for both money and a chance to prove himself, was available. Narrative drama. Organizers know what gets fans talking, controversy. And nothing stirs up hype like a polarizing choice. Love him or hate him, people are talking about Tsitsipas. And talking means attention. To understand the outrage, we need to talk about Tsitsipas' decline. Once considered a future Slam champion, he reached the French Open final in 2021, where he led Djokovic by 2 sets before collapsing. He reached the Australian Open final in 2023, only to be crushed again by Djokovic. Since then, early losses, coaching drama, injuries, confidence issues, and perhaps worst of all, the rise of a new generation, Sinner, Alcaraz, Rune, who have leapfrogged him. By 2025, Tsitsipas had slipped outside the top 20, hovering in the 20s and 30s, unable to rediscover the consistency that once made him feared. And yet, here he is, rubbing shoulders with the very players who replaced him at the sports summit. From the organizer's perspective, this is a gamble. On one hand, Tsitsipas' presence guarantees attention. People are outraged, yes, but they're also curious. Will he embarrass himself? Will he surprise everyone? Will he, against all odds, prove the haters wrong? On the other hand, if Tsitsipas crashes out in humiliating fashion, it could damage the Six Kings Slam's credibility. Fans might see it as a circus, not the elite showdown it claims to be. For Tsitsipas, this is an opportunity. A golden one. He has nothing to lose and everything to gain. If he plays freely, if he rediscovers the confidence that once made him a top 5 player, he could shock the world. And even if he doesn't, he walks away with a check worth more than half his year's earnings. It's a win-win for him. For fans, not so much. This controversy opens a bigger question. What do exhibitions like the Six Kings Slam really stand for? Are they pure sport, a showcase of only the very best talent? Or are they sports entertainment, a blend of tennis, celebrity, and spectacle, where drama matters more than rankings? Tsitsipas' inclusion suggests the latter. And maybe that's fine. Maybe fans need to accept that the Six Kings Slam isn't the Grand Slam. It's show business. But when show business collides with sport, outrage is inevitable. So here's the final thought. Stefanos Tsitsipas is walking into Riyadh with a storm of criticism around him. Fans are furious, analysts are skeptical, and the Six Kings Slam has put its credibility on the line. Will Tsitsipas rise from the ashes and silence the doubters? Or will this be the moment the Six Kings Slam loses its shine? One thing's for sure, everyone will be watching. This has been Netrush Report, where tennis isn't just a game, it's a drama. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the stories that set the tennis world on fire. Until next time, stay sharp, stay bold, and never stop questioning the game.